All the things that make Mary Cosby a divorced housewife. Mary Cosby reappeared as a friend of for Season 4 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after missing Season 3. Her extremely strange acts are entertaining to certain fans. Some desire her promotion to lead Real Housewife. Yet not all RHOSLC viewers are pleased with her return. Following a climax in her troubles during Season 2, Mary first quit the show. Not only have those problems persisted, but she has also accrued additional troubling situations. She might even be more divisive now than her former co-star Jen Shah. We're examining everything that makes Mary Cosby a contentious housewife as Season 4 draws to a close. Everything up to this point, nonetheless, since it seems like new scandals involving Mary and her family surface every day. It is said that Mary Cosby's church is a cult. Mary was presented as the leader of a church that she inherited from Rosemary Cosby, her grandmother. A Daily Beast investigation during the premiere of Season 2 unearthed some shocking claims regarding Faith Temple Pentecostal Church. Mary was accused of leading the church like a cult by ex-members, one of whom being Mary's uncle. They asserted that she identified as God, which is consistent with cult leaders. She is the most evil thing that ever walked this earth, according to some. She was accused of conniving churchgoers into parting with large sums of money through fraud. That would undoubtedly clarify how Mary pays for her way of life. In addition, her uncle charged her with mentally assaulting her supporters for not contributing enough. Nor is it limited to that particular item. The claims about the cult have also been discussed on the program. On Season 2, one of the former churchgoers made an appearance. Even though a lot of Real Housewives are contentious, Mary stands out from the crowd since she is supposedly the head of a cult. Stepfather married by Mary Cosby. In order to assume control of her deceased grandmother's church or purported cult, Mary consented to wed Rosemary's widower, Robert Cosby Sr. That says a lot because it's arguably the spookiest marriage dynamic in Real Housewives history. Even yet, she has stored Robert Sr. as dad on her phone. The fact that Mary dared to claim that Heather Gay appeared inbred after she wed her own stepfather is equally outrageous. Mary's past using racist, slanderous language. Following Jen Shah's apprehension, also known as the Shah arrest, Mary faced criticism for comparing Jen to a Mexican thug who makes all those drugs. It would be an understatement to say that viewers were offended by the disrespectful and racial portrayal. Nor did Mary's strange apology go over too well. Mary repeated her discriminatory remarks regarding Jenny Nguyen's appearance a few episodes later. However, Jenny's racist social media statements made public caused Mary's hurtful remarks to be ignored. However, many others were dissatisfied that Mary had returned in the first place and did not forget about her racism. Now, the more offensive things Mary says this season, the more her earlier statements are repeated. Fans conjectured whether Mary was the co-star when Jen said someone else uttered the N-word. Robert Jr., Mary's son, was recently found to have used drugs. Numerous inquiries have been raised over Mary's relationship with her son, Robert Jr. How was she not aware that her own son had gotten married? Why does Mary still reside with Robert and his spouse? Why does he always look so off-camera? The final query, however, might have an answer now that photos of Robert Jr. and his wife appearing to take drugs have gone popular on social media, thanks to All About the Tea. This most recent controversy will undoubtedly raise more concerns regarding Mary's actual knowledge of her son's life. Mary treats everyone that Mary has always been cruel, given all the characteristics about her that co-stars could use as comebacks. Many of her insults were humorous to some fans at the beginning of the season, but after a few episodes, her sanctimonious, holier-than-thou demeanor was becoming old. Mary claims that she returned because RHOSLC need her. However, she might be dragging it down at this point. She doesn't simply treat her co-stars badly. She treats everyone rudely. Viewers winced at her contact with the waiter, and not in the lighthearted way that Meredith Marks and Chad, the waiter who wasn't security, did. One of her numerous strange social media stunts is her lashing out at Bravo fan accounts. Body shamed Heather Day by Mary. Although Mary has been impolite throughout the season, her body shaming of Heather particularly infuriated the public. Mary said that due of Heather's size, her Gucci dress had to be a fake during a Watch What Happens live game. The remark obviously confused Andy Cohen. However, it wasn't the first time Mary had made remarks about Heather's physique. Heather thanked Gucci for being welcoming of all body types in a subdued response. The post received a lot of positive feedback, indicating that most people were in favor of Heather. Many people who had thought Mary's antics were humorous had altered their minds after her terrible WWHL debut. Mary's comment to Heather that she appears inbred on the television didn't help either. Thanks for watching my video.